one day, my mom said to me, a Christian Science nurse was caring for me this morning. And it was like, it dawned on her that there were Christian Science nurses here, that they weren't just nurses of any other type, but they were Christian Science nurses, and how important that was to her. And I don't know if it was someone's name tag that caught her eye that day that says Christian Science nurse in a name, but it was certainly part of a wonderful awakening. It just opened up to a beautiful unfoldment of a wonderful healing.
As you get to witness these healings, which, I get goosebumps when I think about those that I've been honored to witness, and to be in the room, to be in the closet with the Father, with these dear ones. It's our honor to go into that closet with them. As Jesus said, to go into the closet and pray to the Father in secret.
Not knowing how to handle someone who's very delicate. Sometimes she would, I could tell I hurt her some way, even just picking her up, putting her into bed and things like that, which I just was not good at. And it came to the time where I decided I needed to get some professionals to help her. And oh boy, here at the Leaves, they are so professional in the way they take care of people, and they know how to do everything really well. And so you can imagine that's a very special thing for me. It's deep in my heart knowing how they were able to take care of her in her last weeks here.
Many a times you walk in and the patient has read or listened to something on the pillow speaker, and they will share, hey, I heard this, and it just starts from there. There are times you walk in not feeling well yourself, but you're in your right place. And the patient would just say something and you snap out of it and you get busy and, do your work. And when I first started working here, I was the youngest nurse here, and everybody just took me in and loved me, and I had my first baby here, and everybody again was there to nurture me. I feel like I left home quite young, but then I came into another family that just made me not even miss home.
Such a nice place for me, I feel at home. I think everybody here embraces you and welcomes you, and you can feel the warmth. And I've been here for 10 years now. So I think to me it's more of like something you grow with, and you keep nurturing it, and then you end up, find yourself at the Leaves.
It was a couple of years ago, I brought a friend here to the Leaves who needed some Christian Science nursing care. And I stayed to help make sure my friend was settled in, and got to know the director of nursing, Kim Johnson. And she, at the end of my visit, I was here for several days, she said, have you ever considered being a Christian Science nurse? And I said, oh, no. No, heavens no. And she said, okay, well, you might want to consider it. Well, I drove home. At that point, I lived several hours away. And I drove home and I thought about all that Christian Science nursing could be and was. And I knew I'd had just the little exposure to Christian Science nursing being here, seeing my friend being taken care of. And that was pretty much it. But I loved the gentleness and the firm stand for spiritual truth that the Christian Science nurses took as they were taking care of my friend. And I was just so impressed with that. I saw that there was just a wholeness to everything that my life had included, and it was leading up to this point to get to devote it all to Christian Science nursing.
I never really considered any other option for my mom. She actually worked here at the Leaves many years ago. Sometimes when I talk to her in the evening, she'll be looking out the window saying, oh, there's a bunny rabbit. There's a big white bunny. There's this funny bunny that's white that has showed up at the Leaves one day. And he doesn't look like any of the other little brown, wild cottontail bunnies. He's all white. And he's got a big double chin and a big black circle around his eye. He kind of looks like the target dog, but he's a bunny rabbit. So she looks for him. And so there's all kinds of wildlife and fun things for her to look out and enjoy outside too. She talks about the trees just blowing in the wind, and she'll notice the breeze out there. So there's lots to see outside too, as well.
Paul comes in, if someone has that thought, well, they'll even say, I think that'll be a nice place. I think I'm passing on, and I don't want my family to be around, and I want to be just quiet and close the drapes, and no, don't come here. That's not what we're going to do. We're going to, work for life, work for healing, because that was, Jesus healed the dead, and that was not an answer, was let Lazarus die or Jairus' daughter go. That was God's will. It's not. And so we don't accept that. This is not a place to come and die. This is not a place to come and we'll make you real comfortable and not bother you. Oh no, we're going to be, as Mrs. Eddy says, rousing the dormant understanding and an awakening to life.
That picture was a great favorite of my husband's. In fact, a dear friend gave him that picture years ago, and he and the friend had offices in downtown Dallas, and the friend called him and said, if you'd like that picture, I'll give it to you. And my husband carried it clear down Main Street under his arm and brought it home and hung it over his chest of drawers, and it hung there all of his life. And when I moved down here, I thought, you've got to come with me, because it wouldn't be home without you. So that's the reason for that picture, but it's very special to me.
When you come to the Leaves, there is an atmosphere of healing here. There's an expectation of healing. Not one person is looking at you and saying, whoa, you got some work to do. Nobody's saying that. They're expecting healing. And everyone you meet there sees you as somebody different than maybe even you see yourself.
One of my mom's favorite things to say is that healing is simply revealing what God has already caused to be perfect.